Hearty welcome to the Chat with Champ show. You're all eagerly waiting to meet the champion for today. So, the champion for the today is going to talk about the journey, the goodness journey she had with us. मुश्किलों से भाग जाना आसान होता है, हर पहलू जिंदगी का इम्तिहान होता है. डरने वालों को मिलता नहीं कुछ जिंदगी में, लड़ने वालों के कदमों में तो जहान होता है. So there is heaven for those who keep fighting. So here we have a person who is fighting and who is going to fight legally for all of us. And she is Aparna Pujar. Aparna Pujar, hearty welcome to you to this Chat with Champ show.
Thank you so much, sir. It's my pleasure to be here and to be associated with IDF. It feels really good to be talking to you again.
Great. Happy to have you after a long time. And I know from the then you moved out into a lot of legal portfolios creating and then going to make a bigger one. You are going to be the voice of a lot of people. You are going to speak for more people. You are going to bring justice for more people. So that's your profession that's going to speak. You are in the right place and you are going to do the best for the humanity. God bless you in your journey. So we wish you with a Chat with Champ clap.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a happy moment for all of us. Being student, I know you crisscross places, traveling, and then doing your internship, teaching children. As a student, or a teacher, I know it's a great honor. And of the same age, and children also feel very happy to learn from the same age group. And you remarkably did well. In fact, we should take this opportunity to thank Rachita, who introduced you to this wonderful journey, goodness journey. And there was no look back. You were so kind, so courteous, gave your 100%, I should say. And the children were all, wherever you went, I think it was Holy Mother School in Malvani where you interned. You had that spark in you and you wanted to deliver your best. No look back from there. How did spark and inspiration come to you, Aparna?
So I must be honest. In the start, it started off because we were asked to intern at an NGO through college to get our degree. So in the beginning, it was just like a procedure, like formality I had to do. But when I started the internship, and I realized, and of course, thanks to Rachita, that I got to know about IDF. And that's when I realized that it feels so good because these children, whoever I taught, they were in 8th and 9th standard, and for them, having an enthusiastic teacher or having like a young person who's not much older was really nice, and teaching them was great. And apart from that, I also, Rachita and I also taught at Rotary Sanskar Dham, which actually at first it really shocked to me because that's when I learned that Rotary Sanskar Dham is the only place in all of Mumbai or even all of Maharashtra where hearing and speaking disabled students get to learn after 10th standard. So till 10th standard, there are many schools all over Bombay, all over Maharashtra where people help them to learn. But after 10th, they have no guidance whatsoever. So we thought to actually, they were our age. In fact, the guy was even older to us, but he was an SYT form, and we taught them contract law, and they cleared their exams, which was really great. And and then I was drawn to social service is because you feel so great, making an impact in people's life. In fact, the guy, like both of them are still in touch with me. In fact, Abdul, he still messages me. In fact, he messaged me on Teacher's Day, and that is like the best feeling ever. I must tell you that I have interned at so many places, but being associated with IDF and teaching at both the places has been the best experience I had in any internship. So yeah.
So the beginning has been good. You got a very good opening, and you accepted it. So you felt that one was a regular school, and the other one was Sanskardham Notary, being the school for special children, was also there, and you could help them out in a big way. I think that the passion, you are very passionate as per the profile which we see about Aparna, a very passionate person. And greater joy can come to those who make difference in others' life. That has been your mantra. So greater joy is rather you see a smile on others' face. So that's what you have done. It can be an auto wala, it can be a
Exactly.
student, it can be a bus conductor, it can be anybody for that matter, maybe a security man. So this making a difference is very important. That gives joy to somebody else, and you gave your time, and your passionate thing speaks about everything. So you took up a lawyer, the law as your profession. So you're more to be a lawyer you need to be speaking well, you need to be speaking well,
That's right.
you need to be convincing people very well, which you are,
That's
which
true.
I remember you
And you need
came
to be a
back
good
to idea.
listener.
Good
Yeah.
listener, good. These are some of the qualities. Yes, for those students who are watching this, they should understand that listening is a wonderful one of the skill that they should develop these days, where they do not have time to listen. The patience level are going out, so they need to be a good listener. You sailed through well, or you negotiated during this internship process, and you kept up. I remember after completing that, also you came back. After completing your law, you came back to office, and that was again a great thing. So getting back, getting connected, staying connected is again a great thing you have done. So the journey was good. I think you. So how was your college days? In fact, how did you do into the debates, the moot court, and many things were there, right?
Yes, sir. So, what motivated me into law is watching movies about lawyers, how they speak up for and the privileged and for people. So that was very motivating. So I was always drawn towards litigation because that's what you see on screen. And because I was drawn to litigation, so mooting is definitely one thing you need to do in college. So that can help you with your speaking skills, that can help you with your research, to develop your research skills, to develop your writing skills. So yeah, I did quite a few moots. Fared well in a few, didn't fare well in others, but it was a great learning experience. And college in general was amazing, like was a very good journey wherever I am now. And it's played a big part. And now it's been 3 years since I've graduated, and I still miss college. But now I'm going to another college, so that is also I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. To be a spokesperson for somebody, to advocate for someone, to fight for someone's justice, I think you are at the right. So you are going to do this for many, both. I think domestic and international. Right? You are looking for. Already you are into. You're pursuing it. Your job profile speaks about your both domestic and international arbitration and legal suits and many things. So the learning ground has been very strong, and your journey will certainly be very strong. So, what is that during the internship during at the Holy Mother School, Malvani? So people normally say that okay, it's not the it's place where it's not in the geography or wherever it is. Then later on it became more popular because IDF and Malvani are closely associated, and we have been working there with 55 schools. But during internship, students never used to accept us. So you took it up and you went there. So what are the challenges, or what are the plus and minus that you found during your visit to the Malvani schools?
The biggest challenge that actually going there was not a problem for me. Honestly, I never thought, oh, okay, Malvern is not a great area. Maybe I should not go. Honestly, I never thought about it. When you gave me the assignment, I came home, discussed with my parents, and they were very happy that I was doing something like this. So that never even occurred to me. Oh, maybe the area is not great. So maybe I should request for another school. So that was honestly never a consideration because I have the intention of this internship was to help the needy, and then it doesn't matter when you want to help the needy wherever they are located. You must go there. So and okay, so once I went there, the biggest challenge I found was that I was teaching eighth and ninth standard students together. So, which was I found it very odd because this was my first experience in teaching kids, and like there were around 50, 60 kids in one class, and they had combined eighth and ninth standard, which now when you look back, eighth and ninth standard doesn't seem like a lot of difference, but there is a lot of difference between the students. There is a difference between maturity level too. So they had combined the class, and half the students didn't know what was going on. They had very basic knowledge of English grammar, and it was also, you realize that how people my age and students, especially college students, can go there, help teach. Considering when we are college students, we have more time, and half the time the teachers wouldn't be there, like and that was a little disappointing to know. So the kids would be very excited to learn English, and the thing is that kids these days are very smart. They know, like by the age of 13, 14, they are aware that learning English is really important, and so they realize that that they are lacking somewhere, and tomorrow if they want a good college degree, they need to overcome this fear of speaking English. So they were very motivated to learn English. And so it used to feel bad that the kids are so motivated, but people around are not so motivated to teach them. So I just hope things get better. And that's it.
Yeah, yeah. That's great. And so the challenge that you accepted, you took that as an opportunity, and you saw that it was wonderful. So the quality of an advocate to fight out anything that comes on your way was already there with you. So you were there and you ironed out everything, and you saw that children are accepting you, and the numbers were not a problem. You crisscrossed, you made friendship with them. I think this volunteering during the college days gives you a good exposure, and this helps one's personality, and also the fear in you goes away. Of course, you would not have had, because you were a lawyer already in making.
Yeah,
But still, volunteering certainly helps students to be courageous, fearless when you go into such places, and then learn many things. In fact, it's a learning process also. And now your
definitely.
journey, of course, from Mumbai to Pune back to Mumbai. Now you're going to New York with the higher degree in place, right? From LLB to LLM. Wishes to you as you march ahead with the University of Columbia. I'm sure our students in India, they're all waiting for also listening to Aparna, that how should you one pursue law as a career. Okay. So how will be your take for that? I think you should come back, or maybe an online session during the pandemic time where children are waiting. So a course content for career plan for them into
Yeah,
legal age.
I'll definitely, yeah, I'd definitely like to help out. And yeah, law is a great career to pursue, no doubt about it. And but you must know that it's hard. It's not what you watch in the movies. It's not so easy. You need to put in a lot of hard work. You need to put in a lot of hours. You must understand that people are depending on you. Many times, people's apart from their business depending on you, many times their lives are dependent on you. Their happiness is dependent on you. So you must really want to do it. and that should be that should be clear in your mind that you are motivated, you want to do a good job with your with the field you've chosen. And actually, any field you've chosen, the first thing you need to be sure is that, okay, I want to do this. And law is a field where um, you are giving back to the society in one way, right? And you are helping out people from their problems, various problems. So, first, if that's clear in your mind that you're ready to work hard, you want to make a difference in people's life, then of course, law is your, and if you feel law is your calling, then you should definitely do it. And you tell me, sir, whenever you want another session, I'll definitely join in and I'll
Certainly.
help out.
Certainly. There's a great respect for the legal fraternity, particularly because they find justice for the people. And you, what is that? The trials that you, the trials that you, or preparatory work that you did, and then you got successful in one such case. So where is there any incident that you want to share, Aparna, into your
So,
legal?
so I must tell you, so I was in the dispute resolution team, and we focused mainly on arbitrations. And with arbitrations, now we need to finish arbitration by 1.5 years. So the trial period comes very soon. So I think for any person who's litigating or who's in the field of dispute resolution, the most fun part is the trial, the cross examination bit, the filing evidence bit. So preparing for cross examination, then cross examining witnesses and getting those answers, it's really exciting. And once you have built the case after cross examination, after the trial, then going forward with it, culminating everything and making your final submissions is is really good. In fact, the first final arguments, the first matter, in fact, the first arbitration I attended, I directly entered in the stage of final argument, and I'm not joking. So I was assisting a senior counsel, and while he was submitting the arguments, I had goosebumps all over my body because it is so exciting because you are fighting for your client and you're putting across arguments for your client, and it's very motivating. And that kind of power, that kind of thrill, it's very difficult. I don't Maybe people get in different fields, of course people are interested in different fields, but it's an amazing feeling, even during cross examination, when you're expecting the other side witness to say something, you ask a question and then witness says the exact same thing, that kind of a thrill. And but unfortunately, you need to keep a poker face. You can't have such an expressive face, and it's an amazing feeling, and of course, if the award is in your favor and if the judgment is in your favor, then it's really good. The entire building up of the case, it's a lot of fun, very motivating, and very exciting.
Challenging. It's very challenging.
Very challenging. I agree. Yeah, very
You are representing totally 100% on somebody else. So you are speaking on behalf of someone. So the data preparation, everything. I think it's a
every
homework. Your homework has to be very strong.
Yeah, you need to be, you have to, because you can't miss out on anything because there is no second chance. I mean, then you need to appeal, or, at this moment, this is your only chance to do your best. This is not a moot court. You can't be just, ek aur moot kar lenge. It's not like that.
Mm.
So you need to give your 100%.
You're 100% there. Yes. So Aparna, you are very good in debating. You are very good in public speaking because these are all the qualities which are required as a lawyer for your profession per se. And we also found out that you are very good at Bharatnatyam. So that's a very good quality that you have, and you have done your equivalent to graduation of BA
Yeah,
in dance
yeah.
program and all. What is this about, and how did this passion come to you? You have one is a profession, one is
All the credit has to, yeah, sorry, all the credit has to go to my mother. She motivated me to do it. Of course, my dance teacher and but my mother who took me to dance class every day. And so I started when I was 7 years old. So that's when my mom was trying to, like, like, to have some hobby. So she put me in singing class once, and then drawing class. And then I told my mother that, oh mom, I'm not interested in singing or drawing, just I think I like dance. So she took me to Bharatnatyam class. And so I was like 7 years old. And we used to write exams every year. It's through Gandharva Vidyalaya. It's in Miraj. And so I completed Visharad Poorna in 2011. So Visharad Poorna is equivalent to BA, Bachelor of Arts. And I had my arrangement when I was in ninth standard. And yeah, so it's really good. And dance teaches you, especially classical dance, teaches you a lot about discipline, and a lot about self-expression. And it's a really good hobby to have. You don't have stage fright anymore thanks to dance, because you're so used to performing. And so all the credit has to go to my mother, like, no doubt about it.
So when you get stressed out with the legal work, so the Bharatanatyam, the dance gives you a good stress buster. You can come and then practice, and then it's a
Yeah,
good
definitely.
relaxation that you get through that,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I think both combination that you're having of the law and also of this performing art will certainly give you a good balance. So one should have a hobby in one's life as they move ahead, right?
Definitely. Yeah. In fact, it helps you focus on your work more, I feel. In school, especially, I used to think, oh, when will I study if I go to dance class every 2 days? But in fact, I noticed that I was doing better, uh, while better in studies when I had a hobby. And because it's a stress buster, like you correctly said, and it helps you stay focused. And it's you need to have a hobby. The thing is that if you put all your energy only in one activity, you are going to, like, get saturated. So when you have a hobby, you need to sweat it out, like people say it. Like, you need to have some physical activity to keep you motivated in your actual work.
Exactly. I'm sure the students who are watching will certainly know that profession and passion, they should also have a passion. They should have a happy hobby towards taking up something in life which can make mentally, physically, we say the body, mind, and soul. So it has to be
Yeah.
in position. So you can give your 100% in your job too, right? So during this lockdown, how did you have your practicing to manage all these things?
I missed your question. There was an internet
Yeah,
lag. So,
yeah. So during this lockdown period when people were all helter skelter or they were all confined to their own home, so how the legal practice were happening?
oh, so in the beginning, in March, when the lockdown was announced, for a few days, of course, there was a lull in the entire practice. But eventually, we started picking up because we realized that this is not going to go away soon. So we used to have online hearings and virtual hearings. And the great, of course, the great part about virtual hearings is that I can be sitting here and appearing for a matter in Andhra Pradesh, or in Telangana or in Delhi. So you don't. So due to virtual hearings, and so virtual hearings would take place, and then there were many webinars organized by many lawyers and many legal organizations. So that in fact helped to build your knowledge. You could sit at home, work, and attend a webinar or two where you would, like, which will help you in your knowledge in law. So it was difficult in the beginning, but I think, like every field, law field also managed to get around with it.
Great. So I think I have heard of teaching, the teachers all doing virtual class, but this hearings virtual for the first time,
Oh,
where,
no, no, no. Yeah.
uh, where you could have the hearings done virtually and things like that. I'm sure quick decisions or things like that. Quick decisions happening. What happened?
So, of course, so in the beginning, people were reluctant to have like cross examinations on Zoom. So only the matters which are like you can get over with summarily, like okay, when there's only final arguments left, or there's like a small issue. So then those small applications. So they were argued very easily through video conferencing. But I think after a while, when people realize that okay, this is going to delay, so then even cross examinations and complicated cases also started taking place through Zoom calls.
So what you need is a perfect network system, perfect Wi-Fi.
I
Otherwise,
agree. I agree. Yeah,
half a thing may not be heard because here every
that
word, where the legal language is concerned, every word is very, very important.
I
So
agree.
it's great, Aparna, that you have done, and you also had the experience of this virtual during this lockdown period. I'm sure there were challenges. So, as Aparna, though you are going for higher studies to Columbia, our best wishes to you. But what, and I'm sure you have chosen this to also find justice for the people, right? So you feel that okay, whenever you come back, you'll fight it out for somebody, you know, Jhansi ki Rani or whatever you may say. So that spirit in you will always remain. So as a personality, where do you stand? Who is your ideal?
So there is not a particular person or who is my ideal. I think I take motivation from everybody around me. Of course, my family comes first. There is no doubt about it. My dad, my mom, my brother, my hubby, all these people, of course, come first. But I think you can get motivated by everybody around you at every stage of your life. Your ideal changes, and uh, there will be some time when you think, oh, your friends are so great and you want to be like them, or you know uh, like more till recently I thought the partner I was working with in my firm, so she was a motivation, she was an ideal for me. So I think you can learn something from each and every person. So I don't think you can limit yourself. Okay, so this person is somebody who I want to be like. There are so many people you can learn from, and even from you, sir. You are so motivating. Pillai sir is so motivating. So I think you can learn from everybody around you. Uh, yeah, so not a particular person.
So what is the underlying statement that you have made that greater joy comes by making others smile, or you make a difference in others' life? Why did you choose this sentence, or why did you choose this statement?
So, like I told you, sir, when I came to IDF, the sole intention was that I needed a certificate for my law college. Uh, but however, I realized that once I started working, I had never felt that kind of joy uh, before. And the reason was that because I was making a difference in people's life, and I could see the results right then and then. When you would see the kids smile, when you would see uh, them telling you thank you, them wishing, and the way they used to wish you, there is no, they really mean well. And making their day and them making your day, that little difference, I think that's the greatest joy one can get. Like to give back to the society. So I think by making a little difference in somebody's life, I think that's the greatest joy.
Fantastic, Aparna. I think you have said what has to be said. As the youth in the world who are, on the crossroads, some are not focused, not able to understand what to do, where to go. Particularly, this pandemic has come, and not only families are also under helter skelter. They're all fragmented, disfragmented. We don't know. Many people do not know what to do and where to go. Education at one place, career at one place, jobs at one place. What is that one message that you would like to give to all those people who would like to search for or a solace word from you?
So I think the message will be to hold on. Things will get
Hold on.
better. Yeah, and now the recent news that Pfizer has found the vaccine. So let's hope everything gets well. But of course, it has been a difficult time for all of us, for everyone. And the only thing you can do is to be with your family, to keep talking to your family, to keep talking to your friends. Uh, even if you are not able to be physically with each other, at least give moral support, emotional support, because these are difficult times for many people. For students, I would like to say that your life hasn't even started. So take a pill. Life gets tougher, in fact. So this is just a small hiccup, and the world will get over it really soon. So just hold on to your family, hold on to your friends, and you will sail through.
Better times are ahead. Better times are ahead. This
Better times are
positivity,
ahead.
yeah, it keeps you
Yes.
going. Because as you speak, I recollected the student life of Dr. Kalam. As he was also a student, he also went through the competitive exam. He also sat through any exam like any other student. He could not make. His vision was to become an Air Force pilot, but he could not become. But that did not pull him down. He could not become
I
an
agree.
officer, but he became the president where all the defense force was under him at a later part of life.
Exactly.
What is in the card? What is in the card is not known to anyone. So hold on, hold on. Your message is
Hold
perfect.
on.
To hold on, the good times are ahead. It was nice chatting
Yes.
with you, Aparna, and wonderful messages that has come in. Have a wonderful
Thank you, sir.
time. Have a wonderful Diwali, full of brightness and happiness.
Yes, sir. Happy Diwali to you too and the entire IDF family.
Thank you
And
so
thank you
much.
so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Aparna.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Viewers, you are watching Aparna Pujar giving wonderful message. The one such message that should the takeaway for today is hold on. Don't get disturbed. Don't get perturbed. Better days are ahead. So every day has to be taken as an opportunity. Go ahead. Greater joy comes to those who make difference in others' life. A wonderful session that we had with Aparna. Keep watching Chat with Cham. Have a great day.